Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I'm trying a new thing here. This thing. It's just like it's I don't know. It's a new mic that is supposed to be pretty cool. So, like, hey, I am seeing you here on YouTube. So, if you are here, please just like join the chat, tell us your name, where are you coming from, say hi, hi, and whatever your language is. We would love to know that. And yeah, so today I'm just going to do another sketch. I've been doing a daily sketch, like every day I will do a sketch, but yesterday I didn't do it. So today I have to do two. But I was thinking, hey, maybe I can stream while I do one of those sketches. And it's a daily doodle. It's a challenge that I put myself, and some people are entering that little thing. By the way, like, please, please, if you are here, let me know and tell me if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Can you hear? Yes, can you hear me? Daruda, I can see you there. Can you hear me, my friend? Uh, so, so yeah, every day I do a new sketch. I just post it out there and then go to the next thing. Uh, Now, it might sound like easy, right? Just like, hey, just a sketch. We hear you. Nice. Now, the question is, can you hear me well? Loud and clear. That's perfect. Thank you so much, Darude. So every day I've been doing a sketch, and today I am just going to do one. And anyone, and I need to, I'm going to build a page in which, like, hey, people can join this thing and do other stuff. Right now, I'm just doing it myself, and others have been organically joining, which is pretty exciting because, like, hey, if multiple people join, then multiple people join, and then you can keep yourself accountable, like, hey, others push you to do better. Like, for example, Leonardo, who is a person who has been like doing the what do you call this, the challenge himself. He messaged me like whenever I miss something, or it's like it's a little bit late in the evening, and he's like, hey, where's your doodle? And it's like, dude, like, okay, I have a life. And it's like, dude, yeah, everybody has a life, Pablo. And that's a whole challenge, right? That you don't miss, and you keep practicing. So uh, I need to catch up because I didn't do one yesterday, and today I'm gonna do two. But so yeah, for today, I was thinking that we could do something for the heroes of the Humankind universe. That the ones that I'm calling them the Outcasts. The Outcasts, and this is Maya, and oh my God, sorry about that. Dude, what's going on? Why would you not let me? Sometimes Photoshop just, I don't know if you can hear this, but no. There you go. Anyway, oh my God. So the Outcasts are these scavenger pirates that are in the land of kinds, led by Maya and Dallas, and also Anka and Skipper. Skipper, the scientist, Maya, the fearless leader, Dallas, who is the gentle giant, and and Anka, who is the hunter. I still like. I'm still working on the personality of Anka, but I think she's going to be the most mysterious one. Anyway, but the whole idea is that I was thinking, dude. Okay, cool. Are they just always walking? No, like that would be insane, right? So they need a vehicle, and I don't know. Like I was I'm a kid from the '80s, so I remember like cartoons from those days. They will always like, hey, your heroes will always have a vehicle, like the Ecto One. This is from the Ghostbusters, or like the Ninja Turtles used to have this like van, or like a combi, like what do you call it? Like like one of these. Not very good at drawing, as you can see, and it will have an open thing, and then it will have. So I'm actually really excited to do something like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like the band. So I was thinking about like different things that our vehicle needs. Since the Land of Kinds is just like it's this world that is has been gone through this kind of what I'm calling the what do you call it? Anyway, a catastrophe in the past, and a catastrophe in the past, and that destroyed a lot of the land and almost destroyed humanity, but also gave birth to a lot of different things like mutants and spirits and monsters. Suddenly they evolve over time, and then we have this place that still you can still see scraps from the past. Just like like things that are lurking and telling you what happened in the past, but also like people have to not only just like figure out what the past was, but just like stay alive because it's a dog eat dog world. Whenever I try to use idioms, I just fail. Anyway, so there's monsters and there's like creatures and ghosts, and they're all like fighting to survive, And humans are not the most dominant species on Earth anymore. Well, I don't know if it's Earth, but it's more the Land of Kinds. They don't call it Earth anymore. These guys, the outcasts, well, they need a vehicle to go around. And so what do the outcasts do? And the outcasts for me, they go around and they're scavengers, and as the scavengers, they have to go out there and around and just like, hey, look for parts, look for scraps, look for junk, in like abandoned cities, or like just like into the mountain, into looking into minerals so they can sell it, or they can just like use it for themselves. And for that, they need a vehicle so they can get to these like treacherous places. So I was thinking that this vehicle should be strong. It should be made out of scraps. And if it's made out of scraps, then it's alive. What do you mean by alive? I mean that they're always just like regenerating it, just like adding more parts or adding new things or like replacing things with newer, cooler stuff. Or like whenever there's just like they go into a battle or something, they have to replace some of the parts, And also they need to carry stuff because they're scavengers and they need like their treasures, And also I was thinking that it has to be retro, but retro as in like for them at least is retro, or age is era is retro. But I also thinking that like what materials will survive a lot of the stuff that would happen in this catastrophe, and a lot of that would be not materials from the present because like they're almost done so they can melt. So I think that a lot of stuff from like the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, like where there's just like cars that were made out of metal and they were just like there was almost no plastic involved, and some of them were still like wood panels. Oh, how can make this band a little bit better? Oh, I know, let's put some wood panels on the side. Do you remember that used to be a thing? Anyway, they also need, it needs to be habitable, because they need to live there. They need to camp and stuff, and maybe they sometimes just like have to be inside because of the weather, and also weaponized so they can just like combat any foe or enemy that they find in the way. So that's what I've been thinking. And so those are the things. This is it's a long talk, Pablo, and all of that just to tell. Let's get sketching, okay? And I was also like even just like going around the city, and then suddenly like I'll find different things that just like call my attention. And I found this like truck, and I know just a normal van truck like for transporting people, but I like that, and I like the idea of just like, oh, let's do this. And I like the idea of maybe it has like Let's put solid color white, and I just put a transparency around here so we can see your stuff. Maybe it has like 3 wheels, like a 2 wheels on the back, 3 wheels on the sides, something like this. And I was thinking that maybe the color should be a little bit more retro. So I was thinking also that this should have like view, like 360 view, like here and maybe over here on the back. Like also these should be, I think, a little bit big. But I also like the cartoonish like look of this. It's like, look at this gigantic thing and then the smaller wheels on the planet. Like seriously, they're like tiny. I don't know what's going on. They look like a cartoon. Um, and also, I was thinking of just like, hey, when I was a kid, I remember like having Tonkas and this just giant, just like construction. Like that was me. That used to be me. Just like, yeah, they're like playing in the dirt. Like, dude, that is so cool, right? Like they used to tell us, like, yeah, go in the dirt and just like play in the mud and just like with rugs. I don't know. Do they still advertise that? I feel like parents now will be like, no, 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 stay away from the dirt, all the bacteria and all the viruses. And as kids, it used to be just like, no, get out. My parents will be just like, I don't know, I don't want to deal with you. Get out of here. Just go to the street, go to the whatever you want to go. Like kids, like 6 year, like 7, 8 year old, we will go outside to the street, just like, and it's like, if someone offers you candy, just like say no. That was the only warning that parents would give us. If someone offers you candy, say no. That was the only thing. That was like we would go into the wild, this suburban like I don't know, like landscape. And the only warning that we had is just like, hey, if someone will reach with one of these bands, maybe windowless bands, and if it was black, we knew, don't like stay away from one. That was the only warning that parents would give us. Anyway, big, giant, just like wheels, and also I love these cabins. Like these kinds of cabins are really cool, so maybe we can put some kind of cabin on the top, like a someone, and maybe it is like has a weapon or something. So yeah. And what are the inspiration on this? I think the inspiration on this is just like, hey, what does the front look like? And also the windows, just like look at this gigantic window too. I don't know, like I like that kind of inspiration. So let's go ahead and just like start this. Let's just start sketching just some ideas. So like I'm thinking that, oh my god, I'm thinking that it's like like I was saying, it's 2 wheels on the back, maybe 1 wheel on the front. Also, I was thinking that it should be more, well, maybe it is a little bit retro. I don't know how to call it, retro. And maybe it is a little bit like this, and maybe it has like that cabin that I was telling you about. But also here on the front, maybe it is. I also like how Star Wars, they used to have this like gigantic panel in front of them that is resemble like a pilot's cabin, So I wonder if we could have something like that, and maybe it's just reinforced glass, because you also don't want to. Glass is kind of like a vulnerability, right, towards all the mutants that are out there, and just the monsters. You like my sound effects. So they need to have a door in the back on here. Maybe they have something in the back that is like they use for like carrying stuff. Like it will be like something that just like goes like this. Sometimes they will have to like carry stuff behind them. They'll have a wheel. You like my super cool drawings? Okay, let's keep sketching. Now, if you see it, it's looking like a torpedo now. So it's looking like this, like a cylinder almost, and maybe yeah, like a submarine almost now. And then it has something like this. Maybe in the front, it's a little bit like this, and like, hey, we need lights, right? Lights, and also just like a something has to be stylish, dude. It has to look cool. So we need it to just like that. Maybe we have this on the side, and on the side has this like that cabin on the top. Should be center. The cabin should be center, I guess. Like like a submarine, you know, just like, hey, they will have like another view, another way to just like look at everything. And maybe it has some kind of weapon here, and maybe or who should be the pilot? I think that our pilot should potentially be just like a Maya and Dallas should be our pilots. Maybe Skipper gets on the top, you know, just like a Skipper gets over here, uh, and maybe Anka. You know what I also like on the side. So maybe on the side, Anka has something, you know, just like a sidecar. Da, 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 da. This is looking like poop. This is looking like poop. Let's make it a little bit bigger. You know, let's just start sketching like this. A and maybe again, let's keep like doodling over this. Let's find our center. Our center is around here. So the light maybe or centers like this, and now it looks like a bunny or like a rabbit or something. And maybe it is something like this, you know, and needs some defense here, and needs some kind of then it has this cabin here. Maybe the cabin it doesn't have a weapon, but it's, oh yeah, of course, it's kind of like a glass cabin, you know, and maybe it rotates. Da, 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 da. So and it has like this kind of like thing here, and maybe it has this kind of weapon like this, almost like a tank, you know. Now, should it have some? I think it should have a window here on the side. Ba, 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 da, ba, 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 da, ba, 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 ba. Wow. Okay. Now these need to be big, so they need to look like they're going to go through the rubble, through the scraps, through the junk, through an abandoned city that was just like destroyed, you know. And you need to, wow, this did not look that great, Pablo. I don't know what you're doing, but hey, I'm liking this. Hey, it's getting there. This doesn't look as strong, right? This looks like very vulnerable. I think that a couple of monsters can just like get rid of this. Uh, 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 So maybe it has some kind of here on the back, just like scraps, and then also scraps here. Let's see what people are saying. HK fam for life. Yes. Let's do a chat overlay. So I'm going to do a chat over. Oh my God. I'm just realizing that I should have done this before. What about this? What about this? Is this better? This is better. Uh, hey, if you just like, hey, leave a comment. If you are on LinkedIn or if you are on YouTube, you can leave a comment and you can see it here. So like I don't know, like tell us a little bit about yourself. um, I don't know, what is one cartoon that you used to watch as a kid? I would love to know. What is a cartoon? What's a cartoon that you used to watch as a kid? As a kid, yeah, I would love to know that. Uh, uh, uh. So let's continue on this. This is this is looking good, I think. Um, I'm liking this. Let's just let's leave this a sketch just for history, and let's now let's let's try to work with this one and edit, transform, flip horizontal, just to see if anything is not looking great. I think this is not looking as great. We can just like, hey, da, 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 da. I feel like if we were to go to Midjourney or one of those AI tools, it would just like do like 10 variations of this in like a second. And I'm like here, like, oh, just like struggling to try to come up with one idea. What is one? Oh wow, Scooby Doo for sure. Yes, of course, Scooby Doo. Like, and it was like they used to have also their own like a van too, right? Didn't they have a van like a Scooby van? The Scooby van is that what it's called? And I mean the Scooby Doo van or van or whatever. That will be the kind of van that my parents will tell me like, stay away from those. They're gonna get you. I mean, it's so weird because like they were they would not tell us, but this is what they were fearing. Just like people who will like grab you and do stuff to you, just like I suppose like sexually abuse you or kidnap you and but like to kill you. Like that's they were trying to warn us about that. Why would like I but and we knew something weird was going on. Something like that, but we just never knew. They would never tell us exactly because like hey, as kids it would be weird like oh yeah, there's some adults they just like they really like you. They just I don't know, they want to do stuff to you. These adults they're just like crazy for you. And dude, like that is so insane. It's just insane that like that exists. I mean, those always existed, I guess. Uh, but I suppose like that's when they started noticing. Oh yeah, there's people that just like that, like doing that to kids. So we should warn our kids about those dudes. They didn't say dudes because usually it's just dudes. It's so bizarre. Anyway, okay, so this is, I'm liking where this is going. Let's skip at it. Maybe this is actually even a little bit larger, a little bit more cartoonish. And maybe I think that they should have like a box here or something with all their like some of the belongings and some of their adventure crap. Like, and I'm pretty sure that, for example, I can imagine inside like Skipper has like a mini laugh. So maybe this is like hmm. Now that I'm thinking about it, maybe this should like hey, let's go to the side, right? Let's go to the side of this and da, 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 da. And we have our giant wheels and we have this thing and maybe you know what? Maybe it's one of those that has like multiple levels, and that way Skipper can have like a mini laugh inside, and maybe there's some kind of a barracks for them to sleep, and maybe there's just like their stuff inside, and there's the pilot stuff in here. There's a dashboard, and maybe Skipper has some kind of mini lab in here where he does like weapons and stuff, and also just like here on the back we have this thing that just like opens up and ta-da. I am liking this. Like they're not here. This is not a battle like a chip. That they're not. They don't have this to go like attack cities or anything. They just have some defense stuff. It's not a chip to go on a war or something. It's more of a they just need something to get by, And as part of it, they need to defend themselves, and because of that, they need to have weapons and fortified stuff. Maybe they have like some kind of like fortified things here, and then this is here, and like that, and just like a maybe it is even like this on the sides, just so they can just like go through the rubble and stuff. I remember what do you call it? Shredder used to have this kind of chip that used to be just like this. And this is how he will get through the rubble and through just like through the city. Anyway, Johnny Bravo, yeah, for sure. Like also, there you go. I forgot the whole name. Jay Arnold. I used to love Looney Tunes, dude. Looney Tunes, yes. Lorena, of course. I used to love Looney Tunes too, just like the ones that, but not the Looney Tunes. What they were called? Tiny Toons, I suppose. Tiny Toons and Animaniacs. Those were like some of the '90s shows that I remember like watching a lot. Animaniacs, and it's so weird. Like Animaniacs was kind of a like a sketch show, right? Because they used to have like sketches of different characters and different things. I think it was one of the first ones that in that category. Anyway, I'm liking this. Okay, I'm really liking this direction. So let's continue iterating on this one. What do you guys think? Thank you for I had to look at that. Great work. Yes, of course. Thank you for support. Thank you for support, man. No, but seriously, thank you for supporting this. It's really cool to have people behind the project. But let's continue. Let's see this. So I still feel like I feel like there should be some kind. So from maybe there's a couple of windows here, you know, and maybe there's a window here. Yeah, I like that. And maybe there's just like bags and boxes and stuff that these guys just like have to carry. They have a lot of crap. They try to travel light, but hey, they have to like grab stuff too. And yeah, so they need to have something like this, and maybe it is something like this. Da 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 da. It's weird, right? Because like you want to have like a nice field of vision, but at the same time you want to protect yourself, and so that's why they have these things around here, and maybe the dashboard is more of around like this. So maybe the window is more like this. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. I'm liking this. Maybe the door is something like this that opens up on the side. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. It has to be some kind of line that goes here. And then maybe on top of that, this is where the window is. Yeah, this like this kind of window. You know what? I feel like this should be, yeah, should be, the window should be around here. And then we go all the way back to the back. We have some kind of mechanism here that keeps this like locked, and has some kind of wheel here, you know. So, and we have some kind of, oh, I need to see your questions here if you have any. I wonder if they have lights. Like tell us just to tell you, like, hey, we're going to the right. you know, and maybe they have some kind of just like a just something like this, and yeah, so window. Anyone? Thank you for bringing humankind to life. You are welcome, my friend Johnny Bullet NFT. Thank you. And but yeah, so sorry. Sometimes I just like go into these like, and I'm thinking about like, hey, how to do this. So I start just like going to my head, going to my own head. That as that happens, it's good. So I've been thinking a lot about AI, the power of AI, and the power of the relationship between AI and what we do as artists. There's a lot of talk about that, like on, well, like, I don't know, in different places where like there's a lot of people just like, understandably, there's a lot of fear about like what is going to happen to our industry. I love that everybody says the industry. Everybody calls their thing the industry. Anyway, and and I don't know. It's kind of a hard topic for me. It's just for me, just like AI looks like a like inevitable, something that's not just like a void. It's going to happen. It's coming. It's here. It's not coming. It's here, and it's not going anywhere. And it's getting to the point where like some of the stuff that it does, it just keeps improving and improving. And where to the point where the stuff that it does, it's indistinguishable from like what a human would do. Like, is this human or is this generated by a machine? And I think it's exciting, right? Because it's exciting. Why is that exciting, Pablo? I think it's exciting because like it can allow, it opens up different possibilities of what we can do with this thing, and it can be used as a tool, for a lot of tasks that are that we already seen it, like how like in software already, like mainstream software already embracing and using AI to just like solve a lot of the stuff that you need to do as a creative, like a lot of stuff that is like boring even. And you know what? Now I'm realizing that maybe this window should be a little bit bigger. What do you think? Maybe this window should go around here. Maybe it is like softer. Maybe it is like a big window. Yeah, I think it could be a big window here. Maybe not. Maybe there's another thing here that opens up. Sorry. So I think it's inevitable, and but this opens up for like new types of entertainment, new types of creativity, new types of ways that like creations can be powered by AI. Like the show that you're watching may be powered by AI. That thing that you're reading may be powered by AI. That that the content that you might love watching might be powered by AI. So is that okay? Is that not kosher? Because like, oh, it's a robot, it's not a human. What the hell? I don't know, man. I think it's as long as there's there's a, it's just like, I don't know, like it seems like this AI is just like doing things that we would do anyway. And I don't know. Having a hard time just like thinking if this is good, if this is bad. It's not bad. It's just like, a what is the future of it? You know, like how are we going to be? Oh, dude, what the hell is going on? Are we humans creatives? Are what this is creating redundancy in a lot of stuff that we do. Like here right now, me just like sketching this thing and just like trying to figure this out. Like an AI could just like potentially just do a lot of options. Maybe it should be doing that instead of just talking about it. But I like the process. What does that tell you about me just wanting to do it? Me, I want to do it and I want to come out with the idea and I want to feel like it came out of me. But is it me that I'm just like, should I just like, no, like Pablo, you should just like let the AI do this kind of stuff. Should that be my approach? Should I continue? Or should I continue like creating? This is stuff that for me, I think is important. I think that's the answer, right? I have the answer right there, where I should continue doing the things that are important for me. It just like allow me to just continue creating and that I think I want to keep doing. And and if I have an audience, if there's people that are interested in that, hey, just continue doing it. And if this makes you happy, just like keep giving that gift to the world. Because for me, creating art is a gift. But if suddenly like an AI can be better at that gift, I just is it a gift? Is it still a gift? Is it still a generous act that you do? For me, art is a generous act that you do. It's something that you're doing for the rest of humanity, like a something that you leave behind for others to absorb, watch, like interpret, and make it part of their lives, you know, and part of something that they identified with. It's a piece of art, like it stops being mine once it's out there. You know, it's of the people, if you will say it, right. It is of the people as in like a they they say what it means. They decide what it means. They decide what it means for them, what it tells them. So for me, art is that generous act. Is that generous act of like a creating for others. So now an AI comes, and that I don't think the AI is doing it any of those purposes. It's the AI is just a tool, right? In this context. So should I be in my mission to be keep being generous, whatever you want to call it? Should I use the AI and just like no, use it so you can be more generous, Pablo? Or should I not? I think is that's the answer. No, if your goal is to give, keep giving, then use AI to keep giving, you know, to make you better at giving. Uh, but give like I realized that it's not just the giving, it's also the creation. For me, it's important the creating. For me, it's oh, sorry about that. For me, it's important to do it for it to come from my hands. So then there's that selfish goal that I have too. It's not just giving, it's really for myself. So the AI can make the illusion, make it look like you're doing it and that you are creating it. And things seem like no, there it's not really you, my friend. It's this machine. Because like some of the things that these things do, they just like do the whole work for you. It's not like a tool that you still have to like, hey, like use it. So the hammer is not going to just like create I don't know, a bookshelf by itself. You know, you still have to, well, like use the hammer and just like nail that stuff to create a bookshelf. But this thing is the hammer, the nails, the creative process, the sketches, everything. It creates that bookshelf for you. So it's like, oh, it's not a tool. This is just this is just me. I don't know, man. I I like it. I am all for it, but at the same time, um, I'm like, hey, let others use it, and I'll try to just like a make it a part of my process. But I am resisting only because like I like creating. I like the creation process. I like being able to just come up with this, you know. And I think people appreciate that too. So and it's not like, oh yeah, it's not gonna allow you to keep doing it is, you know, like you can still use it. It's just like for me some things are important as part of this process. I think this should have a couple of steps, maybe just like that. That way Skipper can just like, hey, get on top of that like really quickly. Maybe Dallas doesn't need those steps, but hey, trying to be inclusive here, man. Of it. So this, of course, and maybe it is like this. No, it should be like this because it should go this way. And maybe when it goes this way, it blocks the window. Or maybe, yeah, it goes that way and then it comes here. Okay, my friends, this is looking good. Let's take a look at all the sketches. Yeah, pieces. Let's take a look at this. Uh, I love this. I love that. Hey, what if the sketch of today is just a ton of sketches? You know? Now, Pablo, come on, just finish it. And try to be lazy. It's always that barrier, just like that little thing in your head. Well, I feel like you're finished. Come on, let's go home. Let's go watch a show on Netflix. And it's like, no, no, you're not gonna stop me from just keep creating. Let's continue doing our sketch, okay? Uh, I love it, but I love having the history of all the sketches. Do, 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 do. We don't need that, and maybe this. Oh yeah, let's just put it here. The Outcast Mobile. Yeah, the Batmobile, for example. The Outcast Mobile. Batmobile is really important to just like a to Batman. Is part of what like without the Batmobile, I don't know if he would be that cool. So let's move this thing over here just so we have our sketch here ready. This is our first sketch of the Outcast Mobile. Name pending. What should be the name? You explain it in the best way possible. Thank you. Thank you for bringing in Humankind. Oh, Saeed. Thank you. Thank you. So, what should this thing be called? It's like Ecto One, the Batmobile. The what should be the name of this thing? Come on, leave in the comments. Leave some ideas. Uh, but I want to leave this as it is. Okay. And you actually, you know what? Let's, dude. Let's put it here. Let's erase this stuff. Here. Let's move this a little bit below. so we can make room for it. Let's save this. Let's save this on your computer. Humankind, uh, Outcast Mobile. That's what I'm calling it right now. Come on, help me with the name of it. But, well, the Outcast Mobile, let's create a new 3000 by 3000. Let's bring this sketch over there. I think we're liking that sketch. So let's bring it over here. Let's give it a little bit of like this. And no, dude. What song is that? I don't know what song is that, but it's been in my head. And maybe this is gonna help us just like hey. Make it a little bit 3D, just so we have just the base of it. And let's reduce the opacity of this one. Let's reduce the opacity of this one. And let's see if we like this. I think that this should even be a little bit more like that. What do you guys think? Yeah? We getting there? We getting somewhere with this? Let's flip it horizontally just to see if everything looks good. Flip horizontal. Let's flip horizontal again. You're looking at my process here. That's not the best as you can imagine. It's not perfect. I'm just like, hey, trying to simplify my workload here. So, and get it right. You explained it the best way possible. Thank you. What did I explain? I don't even know what I said. I said something, but I appreciate whatever I explain, and you are appreciating that I explain it in a way that resonated with you. I appreciate that, and I appreciate your appreciation. I appreciate your appreciation. And maybe we have this thing here. Maybe when it's going, it doesn't need those steps, those should be pulled. So maybe this should come only when it's needed, because like you don't want that on the side, right? You wouldn't want that on the side. I love that I'm able to just use this as a base, and I can reference this here. This goes here, and this goes here. So I think we're gonna need this to be around here. I guess we will need this to be like, oh man, how are we gonna do this? Because this needs to be just rounded like this. Oh yeah, by the way, there needs to be some kind of like, where does it get fuel? And it needs like solar panels on the side. Yeah, it needs some solar panels here, because this needs to just like be alive. to stay alive, my friend. So it needs some solar panels here, I think. And I think it needs some solar panels here on the back. Maybe some, maybe it has some kind of box here, but it needs some solar panels here, and it needs some kind of fueling system here and fueling system here, because this needs to be biodiesel or something. There you go. So there you go. I think this needs to be like this. Wow, I'm really liking this. By the way, I don't know. I We had some. Oh, dude, did I erase my? Oh no, I have them here. Hold on. So let me just put this all together and let's look at our inspiration again. And our inspiration, yeah. So how are the grills of the front of this stuff? Hmm, weird. Yeah, like the radiator and stuff. Hmm. Oh, I like this. I like this stuff. I have a window in the back. Oh, this one does. So, okay, so let's continue. Let's continue. Let's continue. We're sketching. Yeah, we're getting there almost. Um, I think it needs some kind of light here or something. Perspective is not that great here. Yeah, let's continue. Let's continue. Always continue. And maybe it has some kind of some, well, defense. Ba-ba, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da, ba-da-ba-bum, ba-da, ba-da-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-da-ba-bum. Yeah. Okay. This is looking good. Let's see how it's looking. Hey, not bad. Not bad for first sketch, for first draft of this, I think. Don't you think? Don't you agree? Do you have a name for it? Ahora ya, how you recognize it as a medium to give, and how doing ourselves gives us pleasure along with the giving. Yeah, he was describing like a. Sebi, thank you for pointing that out. It's just, yeah, the act of creating is an act of, it's a generous act. Creation is a, and we should use those tools to just like a keep giving, but also part of or of this, there's a selfish reasons, right? And those selfish reasons for keep giving is just like, hey, it just brings us joy and makes us feel like we're getting better at something, we're improving, we are, I don't know, it feels nice to create. It's 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 what connects us with everything else, with everything around us, with what is in our heads. So when we create, we're just like putting that stuff that we feel, that stuff that we sense, the stuff that we hear, and we put it on paper, we put it on the screen, and then we give it out so others can also just like see it, and also it allows them to keep creating. I think creation is just this thing that I don't know. For me, it's just a creation is part of everything else around us. I know it sounds a little bit hippie, a little bit spiritual. I'm not very good at just that, at how to describe that stuff. And sometimes for me, it's hard to describe that stuff because, like, I know that people just want to hear the facts and what it is, but I know that there's something there that I cannot describe. That the act of creation just allows us to keep going. For me, it's just energy. It's just the fuel that powers my life. And now with an AI, is this like a threat to that fuel, that thing that powers? Nah, I don't think so, because it's not going to stop me from creating. Maybe I'm going to be slower at whatever the AI could be, but I could potentially just like use it myself too, and just like, hey, allow me to just inspire me. At the end of the day, this AI stuff, all this machine learning, they're just models that are based on human consciousness. It's all put into these into this tool that outputs the stuff that has learned from us, and it's also creating, but it's creating based on what we did. So it's really, I don't see it as an act of giving, as an act, as a generous act, just as what creation is for us humans, at least for me. Oops, sorry again. So I don't know. I'm just like a little bit troubled by it, but also excited. And I think that's the attitude that we should have. We should be excited. We should see it as an opportunity, but also see hey, question it too. It's okay to question it, but also at the same time, not to the point, not question it where it's like, oh, it's taking my job. Question it more as in like, how does it do? How does this fit into humanity? Just us, like in what we do, what we think that makes us special when we're with this illusion of free will that we have, this illusion of that we think that we have control over whatever we're doing, which we don't. We It's just an illusion, this illusion of consciousness, I guess. Or is it an illusion, or is it something that is real, is something that is like part of what we do, like part of just of what we are? As crazy as that sound, is it as essential as atoms and electrons and neutrons and all that? The matter is it just as essential as matter, this consciousness, this illusion that we have, that we think that we have control over this, that we are aware of our environment, that we can take actions and just do things. I'm conscious, right? Suddenly this tells us like, hey, maybe consciousness is not like it is an illusion. It's this AI, is it proving to us that it's just an illusion, that it's just a model that it's in our head, it's just like something that allowed us to evolve? But I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, let's continue with this. I think this is a good sketch. Let's just this was a sketch. Now let's go. Let's get into it. Oh, by the way, sorry, hide it. Am I boring all of you guys? I'm pretty sure I am. Well, what are you gonna do, Pablo? For them, kill them with that thing that you do. This weapon. I don't know what this weapon is. I'm going to say that it's not a weapon yet. I'm going to just put it as a way to see outside, the outside world. Now, should it be like this? Should it be? Yeah. As you go, as you go. So, my friends, what have you been up to this weekend? Yesterday, why did I not do the sketch? Holy crap, man. Yesterday, I was just with my girlfriend, with Mariana, and we just walked and walked through the city. And it was so nice to do that. I've been just like glued to the desk for so long, and I haven't been able to just enjoy hanging out with my girl, you know. And it's nice to be able to do that. And we're a really cool neighborhood, like here in Mexico City, and we've been looking into just like a moving. Come on, you really don't have anything? I don't. That's and that I don't know that I know that I I like the thing is that like whenever I rent something that like this office or the place where the apartment where I live now, put so much love into it, you know. And I want to put love into a place that actually is ours. And I'm excited for that prospect. And now it's like, no, okay, let's find a place. Let's find a place. Let's save some money. I already have some saved money. I had to give out a lot of that saved money last year. Woo! But I have some saved money, so maybe I can put a down payment for that. And that'll be really cool. And then hey, work on that, you know? And just like all that love that we've been putting on spaces that are not ours. Let's just put it in a space that are ours. It's just like a life project, you know. It's not something that like is gonna consume my life. I don't think so. It's just like something that is like we're gonna keep building for a couple of decades at least. Hopefully, hopefully I still live for a couple of decades. Anyway, we're getting there. I am liking where we're going with this. I really, really like this. This is our first draft. This is not the final version. I'm sure that the team is going to come up with way better ideas. Our team is just like, dude, I'm so proud of them. They're the fucking best, man. Freaking best. They're seriously really, really good, really talented. The artists in my team. And I don't know. I'm proud of them. I'm proud of their work. I'm proud of what we're doing. I'm proud of all. I don't know. We're looking really forward to all the plans that we have together, and it's really exciting. Like, dude, we're just a bunch of artists, a bunch of doodlers in our team, and it's so cool. I don't think I've ever been with a team of just like with such creative people. I mean, I've been with that. Bueno is like that. I think creative in a different way, but more like, hey, I've never been with like a classical graphic artist, a team with like more like doodlers. That's what is new here, and I'm excited for that. You know, I'm excited for like how different that is, and I'm excited to learn from them, and hopefully we all learn together. You know, and we all grow and we create something dope. Maybe this is like a metal, you know, metal cheat. Still here getting more lunchboxes actually to burn in a few minutes. We'll do burn party. Oh, my friend, Johnny Bull. That's dope, man. Um, need to release the staking mechanism soon. The adventuring mechanism. As you go, as you go. Ba 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 ba. Mm, mm, mm. So da 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 da. Wow, I'm just like I just went blank for us for a couple of seconds there, huh? And speak. You're in the zone. They say the zone. There is a zone. The zone is just like, hey, keep working. Stop making excuses and work. That's a zone. Oh, I'm in the zone, man. I'm in the zone. I feel it. That's good. Let's see how it's looking. Hey, I'm liking it. It could be a little bit better, but I feel that this is a good start for our team, so we can just like keep iterating on it. You know. Da 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 da. So keep just like doing this. I like how they currently are. What do you mean? What do you like, my friend? Tell me. Tell me what you like. I want to understand. What is it that you like? You keep iterating. This is gonna be dope. This is gonna be dope. This is gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. 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 Pow. Gonna be dope. Gonna be dope. Gonna be dope. Okay, so let's continue on this. A couple of details here and there. Dude, I'm just like going quiet for a while because I'm too concentrated on this. Okay, let's add some shadowing. Okay, what do you guys think? Yeah, but on this one, I'm going to use some watercolor stuff. And just like, hey, wow, this watercolor sometimes it's just like not exactly what I wanted to. It just paint, man. Just paint. What I wanted to do. Let's use a fat brush. There you go, fat brush, my friend. Please, somebody tell me what this song is. And na 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 na. It's been on my head. As she goes. Why is that song in my head? I don't think I even like it. Da 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 da. Nobody's gonna tell me? Come on, really? Seriously? Nobody's gonna tell me what song is that? Wow. Wow, guys. Not cool, guys. Not cool. Da 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 da. Chico. Okay, let's continue with this. Let's put some finishing touches here and there. There you go. There you go. How relaxing is this? It's just painting around here and there. It's nice to see it come to life, right? Just suddenly that thing that was just like, you could imagine the volume just by looking at it, right? Our brains were able to fill the gaps, but now with a little bit of shade, now it helps us, right? It helps us even just like close that gap even more. It's nice. It's nice how our brains just like do that. Like here, these are really just blobs. These are just, I'm not doing anything special with this. I'm just painting around, you know? And in this way that could look a little bit random, but our brains somehow find a pattern and say, yeah, 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 this looks like a vehicle. This looks like a something you could ride, my friend. Right? Let's put a little, oh man. Gotta first just say what are the main areas that should be darker, have a little bit more shadow. Okay, let's mark those first. And event, and then let's say here's a little bit, the light is not getting as much there, or a there's someone there watching from the back. There's a person, we cannot see them, you know, maybe there's someone there right here, and we can barely see a shadow here too, maybe here too, you know, you cannot see inside as much because there's a reflection of the light. But our brains know. Our brains can sense something. Again, they can see the pattern. They can see there's someone watching. Someone there having thoughts just as ours. thinking, is this it? Is this life? What am I supposed to do here? All those things that all those thoughts that we all have, right? We all wonder that stuff. Some more than other. Some are able to just like let those thoughts go. Say they're not important. I envy that. This is power, right? Being able to say, I'm gonna shout those thoughts and focus on what is here, what is in front of me, what is happening. It's hard to do that. It's hard to just like disconnect from all those things. You just like get into your brains somehow. But we could all do it. We could all just like focus and disconnect. Just breathing, right? They say it helps. I agree. I think it helps a little bit. Just breathing, being able to being more aware of the moment. Being more aware of your life. And there's a moment each time that is passing by. It's passing in front of you. You're here, you're breathing, you're standing, you're in a chair, you're in the grass, you're in front of someone, they're talking to you, you're talking to them. But suddenly you realize like, oh, this is actually happening. It's weird, huh? Okay, let's take a look from afar. Hey, it's not looking so bad, huh? Not bad at all. Let's add a little bit of shadow here. Make it a little bit darker here. And let's make it less dark around here. It's looking good, huh? It's looking nice. What do you guys think? Is this, can you still hear me, by the way? Trying these new microphones and it's supposed to be just like a little bit better quality and everything. I hope they are. Now, let's put a little bit more opacity. Let's go and paint black, almost black, you know? And just to define some of the edges. Oof. Let's define some of these edges. The wheel here, below here, it should be really dark. Here too. Again, that person. Is that a person? I think it is. That might be valid, huh? Maybe Dallas at the wheel. Maybe there's also someone by their side. Here's Maya. Oh, Maya. Did she want to be the leader of the group? Was that in her plans? Sometimes I wonder that. She wanted that role? Was she given that role? Could she have avoided being the leader? Sometimes I feel like she wonders that. She wonders if she should be that. It's a lot of responsibility, right? Pretty much just, hey, your friends handling you. Wait, what's going on? Tell me something's weird is going on. Wow. That really helps, huh? What do you guys think? Looks dope? Oh, dude. I'm liking it. I'm glad you're liking it. So let's put a little bit of oil here and there, you know? A little bit of scratches. This needs to be a little bit darker here, a little bit darker here, darker here, darker here, darker here, darker here. Light. I still need to get better at like lighting and shadowing, but I feel like I'm realizing that my role is just define some stuff and guide my team into those things and let them contribute and have ideas and try to see if it fits. Sometimes I have to be the one saying like, no, that is not possible. That cannot happen. Sometimes you have to take that role of the a-hole and say like, no. But it's because you have a vision, right? And you have to like also be just like confident of that vision, true to it. And but you also have to transmit it to your teammates so they understand it and they use it as a starting point so they can create too. You don't want to just dictate what to do because then it sucks. Then you're just a machine, and you don't want to be a machine in a team. You want to be able to create your own things and contribute and make it yours too. Have a little bit of yourself in it. So I I think I allow my team to do that stuff too. I welcome it. It's awesome. But sometimes I just have to say no, not that. Yes, that, not that. And it's nice. It's cool. I think it's good to be in a role of like a saying what those things are, but also you. I don't ask from my team anything that I don't believe they wouldn't be able to do. You know, like if I see like an animation of like a video or something, if I know that that can be done and they can do it, I'll I will ask from them. Sometimes they'll be like, "Oh, dude, it is first time you can do it. I know you can do it." So a balance of that, right? Asking from the team something that challenges them, something that you know that they'll be able to do, and or learn or try, even if they don't. If they fail, there's a thing because like we think that if I don't do it, then I failed, and it's like no. Well, yeah, but define failure and trying is already for me. It's a kind of success. You're already there. So let the team try. Let the team believe in themselves. And I'm trying. I like it. I feel good about this. There might be some things that could be better. Maybe a little bit of white here and there. You know. So let's put a little bit of white stuff. Stuff that is white. That is on top of. So I feel should be something like this. Just a bit of white here, there, a little bit of white here and there. Just a little bit of light. Springs, a little bit of light that just like gets into the crevices, into the stuff. Just like you don't realize, and boom, light just got in there. With light. So it's just as important as the shadows. Let's see how it looks. Before, just tiny details here and there. Now, and now it's done. I feel like let's zoom out. I like it. Let's do a little more air. Just around there. This is the first version of our chip. I feel like I like it. I'm going to show it to the team and see what they think. I'm pretty sure they're going to be like, yo, they're going to have better ideas for this. What do you guys think? Oh, Lucas Bean is here. Looks dope. Okay. Let's put my signature here and there. Let's put my signature right here. Let's put my signature and make it mine, 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 mine. Yeah, I think it should be like this, it should be like this. Just a couple of details here and there. There you go. I like that. Some details here and there. There you go. Oh my God, I'm getting sidetracked. This is not as important right now, but I think it's nice to have a little bit of this and that, you know. Some scratches. They've been through some stuff, so there should be some. There you go. Okay, let's finish it. Now, it's done. It's done. It's done. Last thing here. Same here. Anyway, you get the idea. We all get it, Pablo. Let's move on. Next thing. It's done. It's ready. And oh my God, is it ever gonna be ready? Doesn't feel like it's ready. Stop adding shit. I can't stop adding crap. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Finish. And this is what was it yesterday? 14. So my computer. 101. What? Where are the daily doodles? Daily doodles. I should put them over here. So they're my favorites. And let's put this as and let's save. So that's it. This is it, my friends. And let's put it at 0. And that's it. Thank you so much. This was our sketch for today. I think we accomplished something. We went through the whole process of creating this, just like it. Let's actually review that. It's actually kind of nice to see how we arrived to this. We went through, well, we're looking at some trucks that I found on the street, and I took some photos of them. And I just like walking around the city and just like, hey, this is kind of interesting, this van, and this also too. And I took some photos, and then from there, we started doing some sketches. I think this was kind of nice. It looked more like a submarine, right? But then we started realizing like, hey, we're going to need like a place for a lab or something because like the stuff is going on happening inside, right? They live inside too. Maybe sometimes they have to like be inside because of the weather. So like, hey, this is kind of a nice that they have enough view, they have enough space inside, they have stuff. They also like we added some elements for like, hey, how is this going to be powered? And now look at that. So we have this. Hey, just a starting point. So thank you so much for joining me. And this is one of the sketches for today. I'm going to have to do another one later just to catch up. And yeah, I'll see you around. And thanks for joining.